Hey, you guys, welcome and welcome back. Come on in, guys. Come on in. I'm trying to figure out which deck do I want to use. Which deck do I want to use? Which deck? Which deck do I want to shuffle with in my hands? In my hands. Let's get some good old energy oracles. Some good old energy oracles. Okay, you guys, welcome and welcome back. Oh, wow. I'll turn the volume down. So, a lot of y'all aren't going to see this video because you just aren't. But for those of you who do, just know that I'm not trying to hurt anybody and I'm not trying to make it seem like I am perfect or all knowing in the situation. But there's just a message, and I feel that I have to treat it the same as any other message that I receive from spirit, okay? Or that I receive from my higher self or whatever, okay? Now, if you have not been subscribed for more than 20 minutes, you will not be able to comment because this is a sensitive topic. So if you want to be able to comment, go ahead and subscribe. All right. If you're going to watch, I would appreciate if you would subscribe and like the video, like and subscribe to catch the vibe. I just want to preface this with these disclaimers that I don't know everything. I am not, all seeing and all knowing. I'm not perfect. I have flaws just like everyone else, okay? And I, in no way, shape, or form, want to make anyone feel bad with these messages. I really just want the truth to come out the way that it needs to come out. I want the information that people need to hear to be able to reach them. And I also would like for my fellow human, my fellow, collective souls that are out here in the universe to have the best possible chance to do what it is that they need to do, okay? Hey, Athena. Hey, So Into It. Welcome. So, this is a message that's going to hit a lot of you guys really strongly, especially my fellow tarot readers. It's specifically for tarot readers, okay? And there is a positive at the end. So, there is a warning that we're going to basically get into first. And then there is what to expect for those of you guys who are on an enlightened path, okay? Hey, Tiara, the real prophetic Pisces, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here, Tiara. I'm so glad you're here. And all of you guys who showed up first, because I definitely need a moderator in case there's any issues. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into the channeled message. I got these energy oracles out so I can do something with my hands if I need to, okay? But I'm going to tell you guys what led up to this channeled message because it's really creepy. To me, at least, like it was very creepy and I didn't know what was going to happen. But I want you guys to know that the work is commencing. If you are someone who is of a higher vibration, and I'm not here to judge what a high vibration is, I'm not saying that's perfect people. I'm not saying that's, people who never make mistakes or who never do any wrong. If you are on a high vibration, I feel like you are a human living in a human experience, and you are prone to do things that are not necessarily always going to be of a high vibration, but more than likely you have a conscience and you understand that when you make certain mistakes, or no, let me rephrase that. You understand that when you make certain decisions, there are going to be consequences and, you know, equal and opposite reactions to every action that you take. Excuse me, y'all, because it's been a trial this morning, but we're pushing through. Okay, just to let you guys know, if you are aware of my situation, the work is commencing on fixing my air conditioner. And that is a sign. That is a synchronicity to this message. The work literally just commenced as soon as I put the video up and started getting everything ready. So just know, if you are a light being and you are on a higher vibration and you know what you came here to do and you really are striving hard to live in your purpose and do the best that you can for your community, if you're striving to do the best that you can for your family, if you're striving to just be a better version of yourself and help the people around you, then this is a good sign for you. This is something positive. Now, if you are full of crap and you lead people astray and you do things just for money, and because I think a lot of you guys are not those people, but I know that because of whatever I need to say in this channel message and because of the title, there are going to be people who click on this video and become very triggered by what it is that I have to say. Okay. And if you are one of those triggered people, there's also an arc of redemption here that you can latch onto and reclaim if you decide to go in the right direction and basically move into a more enlightened path. All right. So if you are triggered, please, I would just ask that you respect me as a person and you respect your fellow humans by not being triggered vocally, and just go within to see what it is that you may need to resolve that caused you to be triggered by whatever it is that I may say. Okay. Now, I was outside one night. I believe it was Friday night. It was Friday night. And the moon was up in the sky, but it was literally 9 p.m. And even though it's summertime and the sun stays up for longer, it was 9 p.m. It was around like, I was outside for about 20 minutes. So it was probably from like 8:43 or 8:45 to like 9:05, 9:10. I was lingering outside because it had been a long day. It was the weekend. And I just wanted to take a breather, look up at the sky. I wanted to see what the sky had to say. But as soon as I walked out of my door, literally the lights of the sky pretty much stay bright, or the sun is still going down until about like 8:30. But it was literally approaching 9 o'clock and the sky was blue, but it was completely dark. It wasn't like a horizontal, but it wasn't a horizon effect of the sun going down. It was like the sun had gone down and the sky was still blue. So it was like weird to me, because why is the sky still blue and the sun has gone down? Basically, oh, you know what? Basically, this was something that my spirit team, I guess, wanted me to look up and do research on. And I did the research and found some information. I also, a few days earlier, got a message. I believe it's in Spanish, and I translated it in Spanish because I couldn't really associate it with any other language. Okay. But the message I got was in, oh my God, the message I got was in Spanish, and I forgot to light the candle. So just bear with me. All right. And this particular message was mi amor, corazón, titular. And I did not know what that means because I don't speak fluent Spanish. There's certain words that I know. Hey, Tori, so glad you're here. There's certain words that I know in Spanish, but I don't fluently speak Spanish. I can understand a lot of what people are saying. If it's slow and simple, y'all are going to start hearing noise, okay? Because the work is commencing, and this is also a synchronicity to the work that is commencing energetically within our atmosphere. So just be prepared. All right. So I have my mic turned up almost as high as it can go. So I hope it kind of drowns it out. You guys let me know. But I don't speak fluent Spanish. But I had the message a few days before Friday of mi amor, corazón, titular. So I looked it up because when I went outside and saw the blue sky at night, I was like, okay, this is weird. And then I realized that I wrote that message. And then when I saw in my notes that I wrote mi amor, corazón, titular, Spirit said, put it together because they belong together. Okay. So when I looked it up, it said my heart, my love heart. And then titular wasn't the right word, but then I put in titular. Like when I looked it up online, titular came up. So when I translated it, it said my love heart holder. So someone who holds your love, or someone who holds a special place in your heart. That's what I got from it, okay? But this is a personal warning to all false readers, spiritual practitioners, tarot readers, okay, fake spiritualists, false prophets, or corrupt leaders, okay? And it's a personal message because they wanted you to know it was a personal warning, okay? It's not something that you can excuse away if it's applying to you. Now, too many cooks spoiling the broth. All the lies you've told will be revealed. All the falseness spread will be returned. You're about to lose your mind, okay? 9 is significant, so I'm not sure if this is September. I believe it's going to start in September, but I feel like since we're in 2024, I was thinking about it, and it kind of feels like the number 9 is significant because not only is something coming to an end and it's reaching its conclusion, but also September is coming up. That's a 9 month, but then also 2025 is a 9 because we're in an 8 year right now. 2024 is an 8 year. Okay. 2025 is a 9 year. So I got the number 9 for whatever reason. I think probably because it was the 9th hour of the day, or 9 o'clock. But whatever reason, 9 came to mind. So this is going to start in September and it's really going to go full force in 2025. Okay. So let's say again, too many cooks spoiling the broth. All the lies you've told will be revealed. All the falseness spread will be returned. You're about to lose your mind. The abominations of these false prophets, prophetesses will be revoked. September. The time is almost here. Blue sky at night basically symbolize the preferred stars are being revealed. So when I looked it up, that's what it said, that the preferred stars, or the stars that usually don't have a chance to shine so brightly because there's so much reflected and refracted light in the sky, are finally getting a chance to have their moment to shine. Okay? So because the preferred stars are being revealed, okay, there will be no, because there's no light left to drown them out, okay? The preferred stars are being revealed as there will be no light left to drown them out, meaning no overpowered distractions will be left to prevent the true stars from shining as brightly as they were always meant to be, okay? The full moon will begin the process that will reveal all. So this full moon that is, interestingly, today, okay? All right. The full moon will begin the process that will reveal all. I'm not perfect, so Spirit wanted me to remind you guys that I, as a person, am not perfect. I don't know everything, and I might be included in this group, but so be it. This is the message. A true presentation, and this is very emphasized. A true presentation of spirituality and the desire of source will be revealed to provide healing to the masses. Don't compare the student to the teacher. You've been warned. May the best man win. Okay? So that is the warning. Old black sheep, thank you, but I am not. I am definitely not perfect. Okay? But I'm just letting you know. Don't compare the student to the teacher. You've been warned. May the best man win. So a lot of what this is, I'm just going to let y'all know because we kind of talked about it on Pisces channel, and you literally saw the camera moving and shaking. It's because the work has commenced. Spirit is literally getting down and dirty. They're putting their work pants on. They're putting their steel-toed boots on. Energetically, the atmosphere is crazy. Okay? And you have to just withstand the storm. Okay? Do you see? Just listen. Just look, listen, and pay attention. All right? You have to be able to withstand the storm. You have to understand what this means. And if you are a person, like I said, who's been walking the right path, I have a message for you after this as well, so stay tuned. But these false prophets, these fake tarot readers, these especially, they want to specifically highlight the feminine energy because the masculine energy is a problem. But we've already established that the masculine energy, or what is supposed to be the masculine energy, is not on the right path. They're not really understanding the assignment. And basically, what they're saying is that when you see that a leader is not, able or equipped to lead, you as a collective, as an individual who moves with the collective, is responsible for taking leadership into your own hands. If no leader steps up, or if the leaders in place are not sufficiently equipped to do the job that they are meant to do, there has to be a responsibility taken by someone who's brave enough and courageous enough, okay, to step up and take the lead. There are a lot of readers, spiritual practitioners, people who have a lot of gifts, and I'm not saying that men or women are different, or non-binary, non-gendered people are not included. I'm not saying everybody's included in this message. I'm not looking at gender. I'm looking more so at the energetic perspective. If you are a person who's been called to do a job and you take that job unseriously, okay? You're so unserious right now. It's definitely not a situation that you want to play with, okay? Okay, Spirit is shaking the table. They're shaking the table. And it's a lot that has been going on within our community, especially as tarot readers, where people are doing things to perpetuate their own frivolous, selfish desires. There's a lot of tarot readers out here who are reading from a place of hurt and pain. There's a lot of tarot readers that are reading from a place of envy and jealousy and bitterness, and from a very low vibrational, funky, stankin' A energy. I'm trying not to cuss in this message because I don't want it to be blocked, but it's a funky A energy. Okay? They're in situations that are funky. Okay, whether it's their living situations, relationship situations, or mental spaces, but they're in situations that are funky, and therefore their messages are funky. And they have people coming around who don't know. It's just like a person coming to your house and they don't know how you live, and you got strangers walking around in your house, and your house is a mess. Okay, that's the problem. All right. Thank you, Black Sheep. I appreciate you. That is the problem right now. Because if y'all don't remember, in May, I believe, the movie came out that was called Tarot or something like that. Okay. And if y'all could please be sure to like the video, I would appreciate it. But thank you so much for being here, everyone. Welcome. That movie Tarot came out, and it was very much so a dramatized, glamorized, fetishized, false presentation of what tarot reading and spirituality really is. That's why this message focuses a lot on the tarot readers, because you have people from the outside who just want to go watch a scary movie, who may have an inner calling that they're not necessarily fully aware of yet, okay, that go and watch that movie, or they're scared of it, or they have these fears that come up, and they're thinking that the representation presented in that movie is a true depiction of what tarot truly is. So then they go, and maybe they're still curious about it, and it'll scare some people away, because they'll just be in their frame of mind about what the situation is, and they won't go any further. But there's some people who will still be curious, and after seeing a movie like that, they will go and look up tarot reading online. And because of the fact that the machine glamorizes people who keep others in chains, right? Because the corporation and the machine glamorizes people who basically sell their souls to keep others enslaved and chained, okay? Your raggedy page is the first one that comes up. And all of the true practitioners, or I'm not going to say true, because I feel like even the people who do negative things or say negative things, or their spirit isn't coming from a good place intentionally, they have the capability to be good readers, because if not, they wouldn't have that gift. However, your raggedy page comes up, the page where you've chosen to ignore those things. You've chosen to ignore having good intentions for people. You've chosen to ignore the true reason why why you actually were called to do what it is that you're actually doing. You've chosen to ignore the right way to go about handling situations, and you've chosen to ignore the knowledge that will continue to help you grow, and you still want to read the same messages on the cards every single day, all the time. And yes, sometimes it is the viewers that come in and it's their energy that you're picking up on. But sometimes, depending on the person, it could be a negative influence from that reader. Okay. And that's messing up the basic front facing view of everyone who's involved in this community. And it doesn't even have to just be tarot. Let's be open minded, because this is literally talking about anyone in any field or any genre who's been basically pushed to the back, so that the people who are most beneficial to the machine can be pushed to the front. This goes for any field, okay? But what I need for y'all to know, who may be in that position, you are not lost 100%. You can come back from whatever negativity that you may have been spewing or spreading. Okay. And it is possible for you to make a change in your life and be on the right side of this message, and for the second message to apply to you. But if you continue to perpetuate negativity and you represent the house of spirituality and the house of tarot and the house of esoterics from a negative light, you're going to be smashed, just like those drills are smashing my ceiling. Okay, because there's a new structure being put in, there's a new structure being put in place. And if you are continuing to lead people astray because you want to catch a dollar, it's going to be a problem for you. You're going to lose your mind. If it doesn't happen today, or if it doesn't happen next year, that's fine. But the process is going to begin, and you're going to lose your mind. Okay, so what the things that they're doing that's negative is not learning the true meanings of the cards and not really trying to evolve knowledge. Okay, the things that they're doing that's negative is pretty much not having a positive intention behind what it is that they do, which is a personal choice. We don't know about that. What they're doing that's negative is basically representing something that is supposed to be pure and tainting it with negative energy. Okay, when I say negative energy, like tainting it with stereotypes, tainting it with just falsities and things that aren't necessarily true, sensationalization of stories, sensationalization of storylines, things like that. And I know sometimes, listen, that's why I said they wanted you to know that I may disappear too, because maybe it's me, right? But if you have a channel and you're a reader and you're always talking about somebody doing embezzlement and fraud, and it could be little things that you're picking up on that are true and real, but the fact that you're not taking the time to expand your knowledge or expand your vocabulary or expand your Rolodex or repertoire of information, and you're choosing to still focus on the same storylines, and you're choosing to say it in the same way, and you're choosing to talk about the karmic, and you're choosing to talk about all of this other type of stuff, that you don't then go into explaining and then creating a solution for your viewers, that's a problem, right? Because we can talk about the stuff. It's not, I'm not saying don't talk about things that are possibly happening, because there are karmic energies out here. There are demonic spirits. There are people who are doing fraud and embezzlement and, prostitution and all these other things. But it's the way that you go about explaining it. It's the way that you go about laying out the story. And it's the way that you go about advising your viewership that is creating a problem. So if you always want to fearmonger and you get people hooked and addicted on content that you know is negative and there's never really anything uplifting, and you're basically always telling people who watch you that they're never the problem and that they're always right and that there's always someone attacking them, you're perpetuating a victim mentality for those people who are looking for insight. You're perpetuating a victim mentality for those people who are looking for hope, for those people that are looking for a way out, for those people that are trying to find solutions. And they're thinking because you hold the title tarot reader that you're going to give them that, when in reality, you're not even trying to find it in yourself. And it does, take there's responsibility on both ends. There's responsibility by the viewers and there's responsibility by the readers to get the right message out there. And there's a responsibility from the viewers to be objective about what they watch. But as the person, it's like that's kind of like telling the doctor, or if you go to a doctor, it's kind of like saying, as a patient, you're responsible for making sure the doctor is ethical. Yeah, to a certain degree, if you pick up on certain signs. But if you're not a doctor yourself, there's only so much that you can do, and there's only so far that you can go to make sure that doctor is staying in alignment with what they're supposed to be doing ethically. Okay, so I'm just saying that if you are a person who's not expanding your knowledge, or you're a person who, just doesn't really live your life right, and you're trying to do a quick come up off of tarot, because everybody's not supposed to be a tarot reader. We all have gifts, and some of you may have the gift of being able to read cards, but ultimately that may not be what you're supposed to do in the long run. Okay, or there may be certain ways. Yeah, exactly, Black Sheep. There may be certain ways that you're able to use those gifts that you have, with tarot, but also in another way. This is the thing. I don't want anybody to feel bad. And there's going to be a lot of people who don't want to watch this because of the noise that's going on. But for those of you who are hearing this message and really catching it, this is the situation that has been going on for a long time. I'm just letting you know, y'all are about to see these people fall off. They may have a large viewership for several more years, but eventually they're going to fall off, or they're going to start going crazy online. It's already happening in other genres. It's already happening in the government. It's like all these things are coming to a head because the pot is boiling over. And I just want you guys to know. Yeah, exactly. So Black Sheep said, I see tarot readers giving bad medical advice. Exactly. You're not supposed to give medical advice. You're not. You can if you want, but you're not listen, this is the thing. I don't want to proclaim or exclaim to know all the answers. I'm just giving you guys the warnings and some of the red flags that I see. And I think that's another reason why, Spirit wanted me to show up in a certain way, because it would basically be able to, confirm some of the things that are going on. And I just feel like everybody needs to know. So just understand that you've been warned. If you are someone taking offense to this, you've been warned, and there's nothing that I can do about it. It's not personal. I'm not saying that just because I'm delivering this message, because I know people have delivered messages like this before, but I'm not saying just because I'm delivering this message that I'm exempt from this message. That's the furthest thing from the truth. I could be a part of this collective as well, right? But if you are a person who knows that you've not been living your life right, and you know that there are things that you need to change, but you're steadily out there trying to minister to other people for them to get their life together in a way where you're giving them advice from a broken place, you will be broken down. You will be broken down. And if you are able to withstand that and make the changes, you will be rewarded with what you deserve to be rewarded with. But if you are not, and you still want to try to get over on people, that's what's going to happen. Now, the message that I have, y'all bear with me because there's nothing I can do about it. The message that I have for all of you who have been on the right path, the message that I have for all of you, and that means the right path for you, not by my standards, for your standards. This is for all of you who have been kind of like stressed out, or possibly just feeling overwhelmed, and you feel like things are kind of caving in around you, you feel like things are breaking down, this is the message for you. This next year, from this day forward, is going to be the quickest year of your life. So from now until August 19th, you may want to even set a timer for August 19th. Not a timer, Jesus, a calendar reminder for August 19th at 10:10 a.m. 2025, and see if this message resonates for you at that point. But this is about to be the quickest year of your life. By this time next year, you're going to feel like only a few days went by. Some of you may even feel like only a few hours went by. And you're going to look at everything that you've been through this whole year, and it's going to just seem like it's just going to seem like it was so hard, but then you're going to look back and see that it was actually really easy, okay? Now, when it comes to this quickest year of your life, a place is being prepared for you guys. The current situation, surroundings, the current situation that you're in or the surroundings that you're in are only temporary while your firm foundation is being built. Okay? And I wrote these messages before these people even showed up. Okay? These were written days ago. So a place is being prepared for you. The current situation or surroundings you're in are only temporary while your firm foundation is being built. So some of you guys may have a house being built. Some of you guys may have some type of career or, look, abundance. Some of you guys may have some type of career or genre of a career being built for you, something that hasn't been created yet, but you're going to be one of the pioneers. Maybe you're going to create this. Maybe you're building a house, whatever, building a business, but your firm foundation is being built. And I feel like this is a lot to do with what you're doing already, like with the things that you're already implementing and the ways that you're trying to improve your life. All right. It's meant to be uncomfortable so that you won't lose focus on the goal. So right now, as you feel uncomfortable, just know that it's not something that's going to last forever, and that you don't have to really stress so much about how uncomfortable it is. The uncomfortability is actually something that you should be grateful for and you should be rejoicing in, because it means that you're going to go really far. Okay. So don't lose focus on the goal just because it's uncomfortable. You literally can't make any mistakes as long as you know nothing is a coincidence, right? Yeah, the temple path. You're being guided down this path. And it's physically, like you're going to have physical reactions to things. You're going to have physical responses to things. You're going to feel a physical change in yourself. You may even see a physical change, and not just when it comes to like losing weight or gaining weight. I feel like some of you, your features may change, kind of like what goes along with women being pregnant, and their nose widens and their cheeks puff out, and like all these other physical things change. You may have certain body parts that grow or shrink, but this is because of the changes that you're going through. Now, again, like I said, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, so please do not take this as medical advice. The disclaimer is below, right? But you literally can't make any mistakes as long as you know nothing is a coincidence. And they're really trying to get at y'all right now. Do you see this? The work has commenced. They really trying to get at y'all right now. Okay? And God bless Melody. Okay? They really trying to get at y'all. But it's okay, because you see it's kind of like the drills that you hear downstairs. They're drilling into the ceiling to fix the AC, but I have a protective barrier of the floor. It's not going to touch me. It's going to be irritating as fuck. Ooh, didn't mean to say it, but I had to. It's going to be irritating, but it's not actually going to touch me. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to hear it. I'm going to be mentally exhausted by it and drained by it, but it's not actually going to touch my physical body. Okay, so remember that, okay? That's why Spirit told me to go ahead and still do this, because you guys have to understand and know that this is the reality of the situation. And it's a physical manifestation right now in this reading of the things that you may be feeling or experiencing as you go throughout this process. Okay? Oop, hit the mic. You get what I'm saying? But you literally can't make any mistakes as long as you know nothing is a coincidence. The illusion of time. They put it in capital letters. They want you to know what the illusion of time is. All right? Whatever you see isn't really there, and whatever you feel isn't really true. But don't be stupid. Things are really happening and you can feel it. So let me say that again. Okay, thank you, Lady Autumn. But let me say that again. It's the illusion of time. Whatever you see isn't really there, and whatever you feel isn't really true. But don't be stupid. Things are really happening and you can really feel it. So the illusion that you guys are going to be in as you evolve to this place that's being prepared for you, it's like, yes, the illusion of time and the illusion of these different trials and tribulations exist, but it's like if you're too much in the astral, or you're too much in the spiritual realm, and you don't pay attention to what's really happening in front of you, you know, it's like walking into the street. It's like, yeah, you might be a light worker and a light being, but your goofy ass can still get hit by a bus. So watch your back, keep your head on a swivel, you know, keep your foot ready to pivot if that's what you need to do, right? But it's like when it comes to you being able to withstand certain situations, you don't have to necessarily worry about it, because you do have a barrier of protection. But basically your spirit team doesn't want you to put yourself in harm's way. Okay? Enjoy this time, because even though it may feel pretty shitty, this is how you're going to gain the most out of this, is if you enjoy this time. Okay? Gain as much knowledge as you can and keep your perspective high, so that you will be okay. Okay, as long as you enjoy this time, gain as much knowledge as you can, and keep your perspective high, you will be fine. Okay, I also feel, just because they told me to put these two messages together, that even if you experience or witness some of the effects of the downfall of these false prophets, of these, you know, corrupt leaders and people in positions of power who are being removed, it is going to affect you in a way. Like, you're an empathic being. You can feel these things. So just be mindful of what you ingest. Be mindful of what you consume. Be mindful of how you allow these things going on for other people to affect you, because they are going to be crying. Like, this is literally going to be you hearing the wails of people coming from the depths of hell. And it's something that, you know, is kind of maybe, I guess, controversial, but you just can't help them. You can't help them. You can't reach down and try to grab these people or pull them up out of their misery, because they will not be able, like, there's a barrier preventing these people from coming out of their, you know, suffering. And they can literally pull themselves out if they choose to make the right decisions to start going down the right path, which is not determined by me, once again. But they can literally pull themselves out of this if they choose to go down the right path. But if they continue to choose to be, like, no one else can pull them out, because the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get pulled in. All right? So I just want you guys to know that. I hope that, you know, no one is too greatly offended by this message, but it is what it is. So let's pull some energy oracle cards, just so you guys who are going towards your newfound reality, let's pull some cards for you guys so that you will understand what you need to do moving forward. Congratulations. Listen, and that's the thing. The real prophetic Pisces, that's the thing. Like, and then there's going to be some people who are offended, but who understand the truth. And they're going to be like, you know what? She right. You get what I'm saying? Like, and those are the people who are going to be able to pull themselves out of that hellfire. Those are the people who are going to be able to come back from, because it's like, you're never too far gone You're never too far gone. And that's something that I would like for my children to understand, and therefore I would like for the collective who I talk to understand. You're never too far gone to make a change. But it's all about your perspective and how you look at the situation, okay? So let's go ahead and see for the collective. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys liking the video. I really appreciate your support, you guys. You know, and I hope these messages help you in whatever you may be dealing with at this time, okay? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother God, for the collective, what are the messages that they need to know? What are the messages for the collective that they need to know at this time? That you want them to know and receive? Y'all, ooh, it's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Oh my God. Look at that. 11 nonetheless. And then cornucopia. Cornucopia, bubba. Cornucopia. What? Oh my God. This is what is waiting for you. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Like, this is what is waiting for you on the other side. Oh my goodness. So much abundance. Look at this at the bottom. Hostilities, bruh. 26. Cornucopia. It's an 11. Look at this. Look at you. Yeah, because people are outwardly like it's so bad right now. I love the corn cobs. Yes. Oh my God. It's so bad right now, y'all, that it's like the energy is so heavy, because that's really what this boils down to. The energy is so heavy right now. The people who are in this negative place can no longer hide their, envy, jealousy, hostility, rage, resentment. They can't hide anymore. So there's a card that's called deceit in this deck. And it's a very covert, hidden, secretive hater energy. Let's just put it like that. This is the hostilities card, which is the opposite of that, which basically means it's a secret hater energy that has now come out into the light, and it's very plain and clear and, bright as day that you're being attacked pretty much. And this is not necessarily like a personal attack. For a lot of you, I mean, it could be from people who are close to you, who may not want to walk the right path. But this is an attack pretty much on everyone who is a light being, who is a star seed, who is a child of God. Whatever you want, whatever verbiage you want to use, it doesn't matter, because people get caught up on the vocabulary. This is for all of us, because the heat is on and the pressure is high and everything is so dense and thick energetically that, like, the reason why you feel like you don't really have energy to waste on things that don't matter, and the reason why you can't sugarcoat it with people who are hating on you anymore, and the reason why you can't like fake it anymore when it comes to how you really feel about people, is the same way the haters feel about you. The only difference is it's like you're deciding not to, lie about, not necessarily lie, but it's like you're deciding not to ignore anymore the ways that you've been used, or the people who've been using you. You're not ignoring it anymore. So a lot of you are telling people like, hey, I just can't continue this relationship, whether it's friendship, love relationships, family, romantic, platonic, professional. Some of you are quitting jobs. This is why all of this is happening, is because you no longer have the energy. It's like it's not even, you can't even pull it from anywhere anymore. It's not physically feasible or possible for you to continue to go down those roads in those situations, or be around those people who keep you drained, because it's so apparent and abundantly clear that the pressure is high. Okay, so this card is basically telling you that neither can the enemy. Neither can the people who are coming at you. So don't get upset if you start to see people make decisions that are purposefully hateful towards you. Don't get upset if you start to see people do things that are malicious and heinous towards you, because they just can't, they can't keep the mask up. It's too hot and sweaty under there. It's too hot and fucking sweaty under there. They need to breathe. They can't breathe when it comes to them trying to keep it hidden. You know? And this is all because of your decision to move forward. If you look at the number on the card, it's 26. This is somebody basically chasing after you, because this is what you have waiting for you on the other side. And they know that, okay? Ooh, baby, at the back of the deck. Look what's coming in. Look what's coming in, door to value. That's why right now you're dealing with all these goofies. And look what's under the card. Envy. Envy. They've decided, this is a 20, which goes to a 2. For me, that's a decision. They've decided to be haters. And I'm not saying that you don't have this as well as something that you deal with. Some of you guys are realizing where you've been a hater too. You're realizing where you've been a hater too. You've realized where you've been watering someone else's grass, meaning you've been putting energy into what other people are doing instead of yourself. You're realizing that you have been wasting too much time, being worried or concerned or, offended by what someone else does instead of focusing on yourself. And that's what this is about. This is about you making a decision to fight for yourself and fight for what it is that you deserve, because you're tired of feeling as if you don't have what it is that you deserve. And you're starting to be tired of looking at other people as if, why them and not me? So you're deciding to make you're making a decision to, instead of looking at what you think someone else has, you're choosing to create what it is that you want. And making it your personal, priority. And it's opening up this door to value, okay? And you're leaving behind a lot of these people who you're leaving behind are people who've chosen this path. And the reason why you are around them is because for a moment you chose that path too. And you guys were able to bond over trauma. You were able to bond over pain and hatred and hurt and jealousy towards others. But now you don't resonate with that anymore. That's why I said you guys a new place is being prepared for you. And right now, if you feel like you're kind of in a holding pattern, it's because you have to allow for all of that negativity to kind of fall off of you, because you don't want to bring it into this new place. Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate you. Michael is always so supportive. And so are all of you guys. Black Sheep as well. Tori. Okay, Tierra. All of you guys. Lady Autumn. If I didn't name you, please don't feel bad. So into it. Can't forget you. But I didn't forget y'all. I'm just, I just appreciate you guys. Let's see a time frame for you that's important when it comes to making these changes, and when it comes to this place being prepared for the collective spirit. What is an important time frame for the collective when it comes to these messages? All right. Next month. And what did I say? Did I not say September? Okay. It looks like a new moon next month. So let's look that up real quick, because the full moon is today. So next month, let's see when the new moon is next month. Y'all will probably find it before I do, but let's see. All right, September 3rd. It's a new moon in Virgo. Yeah. So you may want to set something in your calendar about September 3rd or the new moon. I told you next month. Something about September is big, and it has to do with the gears beginning to turn. It's like Spirit is blowing the dust off of the gear shift. And the wheels are beginning to turn and the gears are beginning to turn, and the work is commencing for all of this to come into fruition. And it's like you've already been kind of preparing for it, or you've been prepared for it, but now it's going to get real. Okay. So I don't want you guys to be scared. I really do want you to be prepared as well as you can. But things are going to start moving, and it's going to be a little rusty at first. You may even be a little rusty, but you are going to slowly but surely get into this groove. And by 2025, y'all are going to see a lot of changes to a lot of things. Okay. Wow. A few days is at the bottom when it comes to an important time frame. So a few days is going to be very significant when it comes to this transformation. The butterfly on the card. I love this card, y'all. This is one of my favorite cards in this time deck. I love this card because the colors are just so beautiful. And it's a butterfly. Oh, wow. And we have in May. So next year, May is significant as well. All right. So let's see real quick. I kind of just want to see. I have deja vu too, y'all. I've been having deja vu. And I just moved, and I've never lived in this neighborhood before. But I've been having a lot of deja vu. And it's crazy. Because it's like I'm having deja vu of seeing through my own eyes. So let's see. Why is next month significant for the collective spirit? Why is next month significant? Why is next month significant? Oh, Eight of Pentacles, work. So yeah, it's a Virgo new moon. So this is about your work, what you're working on, what you're studying, what you're focusing on. You've got your eye on this prize. Okay, that's why I said you've already been preparing. You've already done a lot of the legwork, I want to say, but you have a very large goal in mind that you are putting your energy into. This could be a new job that you guys are going to get or something. I don't know if it's a new job, but I feel like it's something that you've already been working on. If it is a new job, it may be a new position within the job that you have. You may be starting a new position. Okay. Also, August, things that you're working on in August, I feel like are going to start paying off next month. But it's going to be something that happens gradually. So just be prepared for that. Okay. Be very focused these next few days, I feel like. Because there could be energy that you can amplify because possibly the full moon. Okay. We have the Chariot at the bottom. So Cancer energy, and then the Page of Cups. Yeah. Something is going to start moving really quickly next month. Okay. Something that you're working on now, or things that you're going to be doing in the next few days, or for the rest of this month, are going to start moving forward really quickly next month. Big fish, small pond energy, getting out of your comfort zone. I feel like that's what you need to be focusing on right now, is getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that you're afraid of, doing things that you feel like you would never do. Okay. Or doing things that you've always wanted to do, but you've been too scared. Yeah, start to get curious about it with the Page of Cups. Start to research it. Start to look into it. Okay, you're going to start feeling differently about things that you're afraid to do, or comfort zones that you've been afraid to break. You're going to start feeling differently about it next month. It's not going to be such a big issue because whatever you're going through, you're really tired of going through it. This is the same thing that you were probably going through like 10 years ago. You know, you've been trying to break out of this for the last 10 years and it just feels like the cycle kept repeating. But I feel like now there's something different about this change that you need to be aware of. There's something different about this moment. It's like you're determined. I feel like you're more determined to actually do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, Snowflake's sitting right there. I had to keep the cats up here because if they went downstairs, Jesus, they would go outside. What is this? Wait. Hold on, y'all. Three dots. Who's going to walk their dog? You can feel free to book a reading. The link is in the description box below. I'd be happy to discuss that with you. But I would rather discuss it in a personal setting for you because it's a very personal question. So if you do come back and you hear this message after you walk your dog, click the link below and book your reading. And I'd be happy to talk about it with you. But let's see. What does the collective need to watch out for or be mindful of when it comes to this new energy coming in and the energy cycling out, Spirit? What do they need to be prepared to watch out for in this time? Ooh, the deck is not reversed. The deck is not reversed. Let me show you the deck. The words are at the bottom. Somebody who wants to plan a family with you, but they're going to betray you. Look what came out. Soulmate reversed. Something just tried to make me choke just then. Interesting. Okay. Something just tried to make me choke. Let's take a moment. Real quick. I'm going to get my charger for the laptop. Because what we not going to do is be in here choking. Yeah. Somebody who's a liar, because I just choked on my words. Somebody who's choking on their words, or they said things, they I just heard their mouth wrote checks that their ass can't cash. That's really just what I heard. And I was hearing that in the shower last night as I was thinking about this. Because I was thinking about doing this reading. I heard that in the shower. Okay, hold on. Somebody's mouth is writing checks that their ass can't cash. So what you need to watch out for in this time, it doesn't even have to be a lover. It doesn't have to be someone who is romantically involved with you. This could be business partners, friends, family members, lovers, whoever. False soulmates. That's what you need to watch out for. Because there, yep, look, there's the cornucopia again. Look at the symbolism. Luxury is at the bottom. Rich woman is also down here, okay? Look at this. Healthy eating and luxury. That's why you need to watch out for false soulmates, false friends, false people coming into your life. Because you have this cornucopia that's coming in, and it's going to come with a lot of wealth. Wealth of knowledge, wealth of connections, wealth of finances. It doesn't have to be money. If y'all have connections, I mean, I feel like the money is going to come with it, but it's not just about that. If people use you for your connections, for your knowledge, for whatever it is that you're able to bring to the world as a gift, then they can siphon your energy, or you can give them access to siphoning energy of the people around you, or, messing up the flow of something that needs to be taking place. Okay, 4444. Oh man, Lady Autumn, look, I love when y'all take initiative. I need as many moderators as I can have, so thank you. You are now a moderator, Lady Autumn. But yeah, this is definitely your abundance coming in. And what they want you to know is that when you get into this place, everybody can't go. It's something that everybody can't show. So if they're not able to show their ability to get there on their own, then they can't go with you. All right. And this is someone who's a false soulmate. So let's see. I feel like this person may even be a liability to the point where if you have some type of abundance or happiness or connections or positive momentum that you gain in a situation, they may mess up something that you've built if you let them in at the wrong time, which is after you get it or when you're on the way to getting it, okay? What's this soulmate reverse? I also feel like romantically, though, literally, there could be someone who wants to start a family with you or create some type of group with you, form a business with you. It's something about like planning the future. We saw planning, we saw family, and we saw betrayal when I split the cards apart to show you that they were upright. So this could be a person either wanting to have a baby with you, literally, starting a family, getting married, any type of contracts that connect you to this person, whether it be spiritually, physically, or literally, like legally. Okay, it feels like there's going to be someone who tries to connect themselves to you. They're either going to want to move in with you and be on the same lease, have a baby with you, get married, start a business with you, anything like that. What's this soulmate reversed? Oh wow, Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So there could be a water sign here who's very disappointed, upset. Okay, but I feel like whoever this feminine water sign is, they're putting this disappointment and this pain behind them. They're putting the dark days behind them, okay? I also feel like a Libra could be involved here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra. We also saw Cancer with the Chariot earlier. We have Virgo with the Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, something about Virgo season next month. So, I mean, it starts now, but next month is going to be in full swing. There could be some significance about a September Virgo. There could also be August Virgo too. I don't know. It's just Virgo season. Yeah, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra. Okay, we have the Six of Wands at the bottom and the Magician. Interesting. Yep. Just be very watchful of people who try to connect with you falsely, because it's like they can see that you've overcome something, excuse me, and it's gotten you to a good place with the Six of Wands. And there's a desire to manipulate your success or to manipulate you into thinking that you're not happy still. That's a lot of what this is. Because I feel like you're going to earn something. You're going to gain something. Your place is being created for you. And it's kind of a situation where if you have this person around, or you have people like this around, they are going to basically make you feel like you're not happy because they're not happy, when in reality you are happy. Kind of like what I think I told Pisces a while back, or maybe it was on the underground, I'm not sure. But it's just, these are the type of people that make you think you want to buy name brands. They make you think that you want the name brands. They make you think you want the expensive shoes and clothes. They make you think that you want a bigger car than what you actually do. They make you think that, you know, you have to spend all this money to be happy, or that you have to do these things to be happy, when really you don't. That's not how you feel. But this is how this person or these types of people or this energy is going to try to infiltrate your space to manipulate your mind into taking actions that you are then going to not really, you know, appreciate. You're going to regret them later. Yeah. So be mindful of those types of people, you guys. Okay. I do want to pull some tarot cards just to see any other messages that you guys have. I was advised to use the Light Seers deck. Okay. So let's use that. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You know, and that's why I said this message is not like a hater message. Like I want everyone to be able to succeed, because I feel like there's more than enough abundance for us all to have a piece of it, and to each have our individual unique piece of it. But I just cannot get behind these people who are online, who are propped up, and they really think it's because of their gifts, but it's not their gifts. They're being propped up because the machine benefits from their lack of awareness. The machine benefits from their lack of um, good intentions. The machine benefits from all of these things, and they think it's really, oh, I'm so gifted. I just have all of this, power and everything like that. But we're going to see who really has the power when it's taken away, when it's reacclimated. So let's see. Anything else for my collective who is moving in the right direction, Spirit? Ooh, beep, beep. Who's got the keys to my Jeep? I don't know. Some of y'all might have a Jeep. Maybe in the future. Okay. Any other messages for my collective moving in the right direction, Spirit? 3 of Wands. Okay, so manage your expectations, you guys. Manage your expectations. You've officially turned your back. You've turned your back on anything that does not serve you. Okay, you've made a decision. You've walked through a threshold, a door, a portal. And now you're basically following where you're being guided. You're following a new, like, North Star. I don't think it's new. I think it's just more clear. That's what Spirit is saying. Yeah, you're following a North Star that's way more clear than any of the things that you've done in the past. So you could be deciding to do something new, or you could be deciding to creatively, like, rearrange your priorities. Yeah, the 5 of Cups is here with the Judgment, Scorpio energy really strongly with the blue. I feel like there was a time of depression that you're coming out of. There was a time of, like, lack of mental clarity, a lot of emotional pain, a lot of things that were just, making you feel really bad, or, not really fulfilling you the way that you wanted to be fulfilled, that you're now breaking free from. I also feel like you're letting your heart sing. You may sing, you may do music, but I feel like you're letting yourself come through, like, as you were always intended to be. Some of you may be waiting for a sign to do something. If you are, Spirit is saying this is your sign. What else for the collective who is moving in the right direction? Yeah. That's why I said, remember the message. You don't have to be afraid to make mistakes. You're literally not going to make any mistakes. As long as you remember what I said, go back to it if you need to. Oh, wow, there's a card flipped over, y'all. There's a bunch of cards flipped over. What? Okay. Wait, 2 of Wands. The Emperor. Oops, 7 of Swords. Ooh, the Lovers. Okay. 2 of Swords. And then the Magician is the one my hand was on. Okay. So, yeah. Be mindful of your decisions. Make decisions that are best for you. Always stay in control of your choices the best way that you can. There's a big choice coming up that you don't see. There's a big decision that you're going to have to make in the near future, and you don't see it coming. Or you're planning on making a big decision, but you don't know what's going to happen from it. Like, you may know that you have to make the choice, but you may not know how it's going to turn out, or you may not know what's going to happen once you make that choice. Or for some of you, there's a big choice coming that you don't see. But I don't think it's bad. I feel like it's what you've been guided towards. Okay, when it comes to you, like, taking authority over your life, a decision to, take authority over your life, take control of your life, stop fucking around with the fuck arounds, pretty much. There's definitely a person who I feel like maybe trying to start a romantic relationship with you again. That's not in your best interest. Okay, let's see what else. for my collective who are going in the right direction, Spirit. What just flipped over again? Wow, okay. All right. Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Hermit. Yeah, so what's okay, so this is what they're trying to say. What's about to happen right now? Yeah, Page of Cups, King of Wands. This is what you've dreamed of for a long time. This is what you wanted. A lot of you guys don't even realize or remember that what's about to happen right now is something that you asked for or dreamed about when you were a child. This is something that you dreamed about when you were young. Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Hermit. Like I said, you're about to have deja vu. It's a lot of deja vu that's going to be happening. It's a lot of things that you're going to be seeing that you've seen before. Okay? Okay? Somebody from the past wants to communicate with you. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, maybe Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, any of those signs. I would just be very mindful of it. If it's behind you, let it stay behind you, okay? A dream that you have or something that you really want to accomplish is moving forward really quickly because you are making good choices to take control of your life. What's the Three of Wands? What's the Three of Wands? You can expect forward progress. You can expect fast movement next month, September, during Virgo season. By the time Libra season is here, if there's anything that you don't see clearly, you will have seen it clearly by Libra season, okay? When it comes to this, what's the Three of Wands for the collective? Moving in the right direction. Page of Swords. Ooh, and the Three of Cups. Yes. This is a part of that cornucopia as well. This is like blessings. And there's a lot of people who I feel like are curious about you. A lot of people who want to know more. You may be questioning a friend. This person could be a Pisces, an Aries, somebody born in March. Or you are a Pisces or an Aries who's questioning a friend or a family member. You may also decide to separate from close relationships that you've had because you're kind of just like gaining knowledge. You're in your own world. People are going to be asking you where you're going or where you've been or what's going on. And it could be that person who you kind of already like don't trust. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. Oh my God. So we got the Three of Wands, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles that came out with that. Yeah, and then we have the Three of Swords up here. So March definitely could be very significant. Yeah. You're putting your heart and soul into whatever it is that you're working on, and you are going to get the benefit out of that. Like if any of you feel like you're not going to get the rewards or the benefits of the work that you're putting in right now, especially in August, that's a lie. They're telling you that the devil is a lie, and you are going to be appreciated or rewarded for whatever hard work that you're putting in right now, especially if you're putting your entire heart and soul into something. Just keep hustling, keep flowing. I'm hearing hustle and flow. Some of y'all are really musicians for real, or you have musical gifts and abilities. Because I saw the music card under the deck. Look, with this rich woman, the bottom of the deck has luxury on the top, and then under it is rich woman, under it was music. So some of you guys have musical abilities, or you're able to pick up on subtle hints or notes when it comes to people's demeanor, personality, situations. So don't doubt yourself when you see those little subtle hints or subtle confirmations or subtle synchronicities, because those things are literally being given to you either about your own personal growth, your career, your business, whatever you're doing, or about the people around you. They're being spirit universe, guides, whoever you believe in, they are giving you those subtle hints because you have an ear for music. You have an ear for those subtle notes and tones. And you can pick those things up within the conversation or within someone's demeanor. So they're telling you basically, don't doubt that, okay? And also when it comes to, I just saw a group of birds in the triangle flying, okay? I just saw the shadow of it though. But even when it comes to those subtle synchronicities, those subtle hints, those subtle tones, those subtle notes of what you're working on, don't doubt those small or seemingly small confirmations of your work paying off. Because it's actually not small. It's just, I really feel like we have to get out of like some of this chaotic energy, okay? Let's see. Ooh, Six of Swords. Yeah, I was looking at Six of Cups. You're being guided. Look, not just guided, pulled. Pulled. You're being pulled, bitch. Okay? They're pulling you in the right direction. We saw the Six of Wands. So yeah, you've been given a gift and they're pulling you in the right direction to be able to utilize it the best way that you can. June could have been significant, Cancer season. And I really do feel like this is about what you've been wanting to do since you were a child, okay? Yeah, those spirit beings are communicating with you. There's an opportunity here that you're meant to take. It was made for you. Look at the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you seized an opportunity to move forward and, or you seized an opportunity to utilize your gifts in the way that you've been kind of called to. And I feel like there's going to be something lucky that happens. The dice on her shirt. Yeah, everything that you're experiencing right now, if it's any type of lack, that's gonna flip, okay? What's this Eight of Wands and the Hermit? Oh, Six of Wands, child, and I just said something about it. So now we have seen 3 threes, really all 4, and 3 sixes. So 3 and 6 is significant. March and June, also May is what the card said. So you could be a Cancer, you could be a Gemini, you could be an Aries, you could be a Pisces. Or those are the signs that are kind of involved. I also feel like Virgo because the Hermit card is here. Pay close attention to where you go, what you do, either internally or externally. Pay attention to where your mind goes, where it wanders. Correct anything that is not productive or counterproductive to your goal. Don't go places that are counterproductive to your goal. It's kind of like when somebody becomes famous and then they miss the hood and they go back to the hood and end up getting shot. That's what that is. So your spirit team is warning you to protect yourself. Yeah, create a protective barrier around you. Okay? Be confident in what you're seeing, thinking, and feeling. Specifically, like I said earlier, physically. There's something physically with your body that you're going to feel a change. And it's a subtle change. It may just be a situation where you're not getting any more sleep at night. You're going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time. But you feel like you slept 12 hours. You feel like you got all the energy in the world. You feel like, you could just jump out the bed and do 100 push-ups. Those little subtle things that you see change, pay attention to that. You're going to be feeling very confident. You're going to be feeling very successful. But it's all because you decided to basically wake up to your gifts and not like sleep on yourself, okay? Pretty much. I think that's pretty much what Spirit wants you to know. Let's get a gemstone oracle, you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I just really hope that, you know, people who are moving in the wrong direction, or because you know you're, I'm not going to sugarcoat it with y'all. You know you're moving in the wrong direction if you know, okay? But I really just hope that those people understand that, you know, it's not personal, but it is personal. Because you can't continue to block the way for those people who are meant to do what they're meant to do just because you don't want to loosen a grip or loosen hold of something. And that's what I'm saying. For those of you guys who know you're doing the work and you're moving in the right direction, just, you know, keep hustling, keep flowing, keep growing. Because it's not for no reason. You're not doing it for no reason. And whichever way you can help... Ooh. All right. Whichever way you can help yourself see that, then that's what Spirit wants you to see. Wow. Justice. Yeah. Justice. The advice card that came out is Peter site. I just heard St. Petersburg. I don't know what that's about. But Peter site. Or Peter site. I don't know. Somebody's name could be Peter. The direction. It says direction. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So even if you're confused about what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be going, if things are changing in your life, just take action, do something. Your spirit team is telling you don't be still. Try something, do something. You know, experiment. You're going to get to where you're meant to go based on, like, whatever your intentions are. You're going to get to where you're supposed to go. You're going to be where you're supposed to be. So if you have good intentions and your heart is in the right place, you're going to get to where you're supposed to go. And I think, a lot of this message is like your spirit team wanting you to know to enjoy the ride and like have fun. Because it's like you don't get on a roller coaster to say, oh, we're going to end up right here again when it's over. And you're just sitting there on a roller coaster going up and down like this and looking stupid. No, you're screaming and yelling, like celebrating and having a good time. So they want you to ride the ride. Because wherever you're meant to go, you're going to end up getting there regardless of, you know, what you may feel is standing in your way right now. You're going to get there, right? And the people who are not meant to be in the position that they're in, they're going to end up where they're supposed to end up ultimately. You get what I'm saying? So, okay. Amber's at the bottom. It says healing. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Ooh. Y'all. Amber, that's deep. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So you feel sore. You feel sore because the light is entering your wound. And it's showing the truth about something that needs to be expunged. Okay, the Black Prince's ruby lust. Each of us is born with a box of matches inside of us, but we can't strike them all by ourselves. Interesting. I just really feel like overall your spirit team wants you to know that you are healing and you're going in a direction that's meant for you. And there's going to be people along the way who help you. There's going to be people along the way who try to possibly, you know, hinder you. But it still doesn't mean that you're not going to end up where you need to be. And it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the ride. So I hope that helped you guys. I love you guys. So I love you. My mouth is still acting crazy. I'm watching people do stuff. They're in and out, y'all. But you see how the noise kind of calmed down as we got to the end? You know, who knows? But do you see what I mean? It's real tough right now, but it's not going to be like that forever. So I hope you guys gain something positive from this message. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Book your readings, y'all. I know you got personal questions. Book your readings today if you want to get a personal and get your questions answered. I cannot wait to see you guys there. I'm going to be working on those of you who have booked already this week. Get in the comments. Let your fellow viewers know how you feel, what you think, all this good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, loves. Have a good day, y'all.